ছাত্র বসে তারা খেলা শুরু করে দিচ্ছে
পেন দিছে নাকি?
তারা বিভিন্ন কেউ ডেভেলপার থেকে আসছে, কেউ ফার্স্ট ইয়ার, তারপর ধরে রাখা সব কৌশল তাছাড়া কোনো কম নেই।
গোলায় পেয়ে গেছেন? শুরু করেন। Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to everyone, students. I am Muhammad Fazlul Haq, Turn English, Rangpur Polytechnic Institute, Rangpur. I hope all of you are fine. Allah, I am also fine by the mercy of Allah. Today, it is my second class with you. And last class, I told you about what is voice, kinds of voice, and some rules of voice. Today, I shall discuss another rules of voice. It is an important topic of grammatical unit. I think if you are attentive of hearing, then you will understand and it will be easy for you to change the voice. Then I am going to the next slide and starting the other rules. If there is modal auxiliary in active voice, then the structure of passive voice will be object at subject plus modal auxiliary verb plus be plus past participle form of main verb plus by plus subject and object. For example, if you find that in active voice we should respect our teachers, here should, the word should is modal auxiliary verb, then the sense of passive voice will be here. In passive voice it is our teachers should be respected by us. And the next example, in active voice you see that they may help you. In passive voice it is you may be helped by them. Here students, I am telling to you modal auxiliary. Actually modal, there are some verbs that are called modal auxiliary. The nature of modal auxiliary is that these types of verb can be set up after any subject: should, must, may, might, can, could. These are example of modal auxiliary verb. I am telling these rules again. That means if you find in active voice is in modal auxiliary verb. If there is modal auxiliary verb in active voice, then the change of it in passive voice, their object as subject plus modal auxiliary verb plus be plus past participle form of main verb plus by plus subject and objects. Actually here modal auxiliary will be no changed in passive voice. Here first we should respect our teachers. Passive voice would not be changed. It would be okay. Our teachers should be respected by us. They may help you. You may be helped by them. Students, here should and may are auxiliary verb, and in passive voice they are not changing. That means we may say another way, you must read the book. Must here is auxiliary, modal auxiliary verb. You must read the book. In passive voice, the book must be read by you. I think you have understood. The next slide. If you see that if there is reflexive object, I have given reflexive object in brackets, myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, themselves, himself, herself. These are reflexive object. If you find that there is reflexive object in active voice, then the structure of passive voice will be following. Unsensed, the subject of active voice. Auxiliary verb according to tense and person, plus past participle form of main verb, plus by, plus the reflexive object. For example, here students, I am telling to you that the subject of active voice and object of active voice will be no sense in passive voice. Then he writes in active voice, you see, he writes himself. Himself is a reflexive object. So in passive voice, we sense it according to the structure. He here is unsensed. He is, as it is present indefinite tense, we are taking as auxiliary verb is. He is right, is past participle from written. He is written by himself. In second example, they will be working themselves. It will be in passive voice. They will be being worked by themselves. Next example, you see Reza at himself. In passive voice, it is Reza was eaten by himself. Students, I think you have already observed that there is no sense of subject and object in passive voice. It is the nature of reflexive objects. If you find that there is reflexive object in active voice, then you have to follow this structure. The structure is unsense, the subject of active voice, plus the auxiliary verb according to tense and person, plus past participle form of main verb, plus by, plus the reflexive object. For example, he writes himself, he is written by himself. I do myself, I am done by myself, this type, etc. They will be working themselves, they will be being worked by themselves. Reza ate himself, Reza was eaten by himself. I think you have understood. Okay, I am going to the next slide. In the next slide, if you see if there is factitive object in active voice, then the structure of passive voice will be pronominal object as subject, plus auxiliary verb as tense and person, plus past participle form of main verb, plus factitive object, plus by, plus subject or object. For example, in active voice, we made him captain. He was made captain by us. They will elect us members. We shall be elected members by them. Actually, students, there are some verbs that mean call, select, elect, make, nominate. These are examples of After these verbs, if there is objects, these objects cannot fulfill the expression, fulfill the total meaning of a sentence. Then we should take an additional object, and the additional object is called factitive object. Here, factitive object captain, it is additional object. Here, factitive object members. In second example, these are additional objects. Mate, it is factitive verb. Elect, it is factitive verb. Select, call, nominate, name, these are example of factitive verb. Then I am telling it again. If there is factitive object in active voice, then the structure of passive voice will be pronominal object as subject plus auxiliary verb as tense and person plus past participle form of main verb plus factitive object plus by plus subject and object. For example, in active voice, we made him captain. He was made captain by us. We should not take captain as subject, then it will be wrong. So we have to take him. It is pronominal object. He was made captain by us. In second example, we see that they will elect us members. It is specified we shall be elected members by them. Okay, students, I am going to the next slide. If active voice is in imperative sentence, then the structure of passive voice will be let plus object as subject plus be plus past participle form of main verb. For example, active voice is speak the truth. It is in passive voice, let the truth be spoken. In second example, you see that write the answer. In passive voice, it will be let the answer be written. Actually, if you find that active voice is in imperative sentence in positive form, in affirmative form, then the structure will be the following. That means let plus object as subject plus be plus past participle form of main verb. For example, if you find in active voice speak the truth, it is affirmative sentence in imperative sentence, positive form. That means positive sign sentence. Let the truth be spoken. Write in active. In second example, you see write the answer. In passive form, it is let the answer be written. Okay, students, I am going to next slide. I think you have understood. If there is imperative sentence in negative form, then the structure of passive voice will be, firstly, it will be let not plus object as subject plus be plus past participle form of main verb. For example, active voice do not tell a lie. It is in passive form let not a lie be told. In second example, we see active voice do not disturb me. In passive form let not I be disturbed. Do not write it. Let not it be written. Sada, etc. I am telling you this structure again. If you find that imperative sentence is in negative form, then the structure of passive voice will be let not plus object as subject plus be plus past partial form of main verb. For example, in active voice, do not tell a lie. It will be in passive form voice, let not a lie be told. In second example, do not disturb me. In passive voice, it is let not I be disturbed. Then I am going to the next slide. If imperative sentence starts let with object, then the structure of passive voice will be firstly let plus object as subject plus be plus past partial form of main verb plus by plus the pronominal object. For example, if you find in active voice let him write the answer, then the passive form of it let the answer be written by him. This pronominal object here would be pronominal object. It is in second example, you see let me read the letter. In passive form, let the letter be read by me. Then if you are asked let him do it, then in passive form it will be let it be done by him. Let him do it. Its passive form will be let it be done by him. That means I am telling it again. If you find imperative sentence starts let with object, then the structure of passive voice will be let plus object as subject plus be plus past partial form of main verb plus by plus the pronominal object. For example, active voice let him write the answer. In passive voice, let the answer be written by him. In next example, in active voice, let me read the letter. In passive voice, it is let the letter be read by me. Students, I think you have understood. Then I am going to the next slide. Next slide, you see, if imperative sentence starts with never, then the structure of passive voice will be firstly let not plus object as subject plus either be plus past partial form of main verb. Students, you can sense it another structure also, and the another structure is following: let never plus object as subject plus be plus past participle form of main verb. For example, active voice never waste your time. In passive voice, it is let not your time ever be wasted, or let never your time be wasted. That means if you find in active voice never tell a lie, then in passive voice it will be let not a lie ever be told, or you may sense another way, let never a lie be told. That means I am telling it to you again. Students, if you find in imperative sentence starts with never, if imperative sentence starts with never, then the structure of passive voice will be following: let not plus object as subject plus verb plus past participle form of main verb, or plus object as subject plus be plus past participle form of main verb. For example, active voice never waste your time. In passive voice, let not your time ever be wasted, or let never your time be wasted. Okay, students, I think you have understood. I think what I have discussed about voice, you should study at your home and try to practice. Then it will be easy to you. No more today. Thank you all for patient hearing and watching.